will absolutely head kick you if you say anything wrong to her. Like I said, 2-0 amateur, absolute stud, Natalie Kutzli. What's up, Natalie? How are you, friend?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Good to see you. Let's just start there. How was your weekend getting another win at Island Fights 91? We always love having you there. You're starting to become a fan favorite at Island Fights. How was the weekend as a whole?
Oh, it was amazing. It was a beautiful weekend. Everything went right. The weight cut was good. The face-off was good. The fight was amazing. I couldn't be better.
It was good. And it's funny. Those are one of my notes. At that face-off, so you weigh in. We're at this place in downtown Pensacola, and your opponent Priska Lay, like very animated, very up kind of a thing. So she was very happy and excited, and you just had the greatest look. I think I said that to you before the show. Like you're like you kind of like leaned eye her a little bit. It was just classic. It was a good face-off.
Yeah, it was for sure. Yeah, I mean, just like normally when they're like, hey, like look at the camera, I'm like, all right, like we're gonna be looking at the camera. So I look, and I could feel her in my peripheral, like looking at me. I could hear her breathing, and I was like, and she was there, and I was like, oh, okay. And so it made me chuckle because I was like, oh, well, we're still looking at each other, okay. But yeah, she's like, I'm not laughing. And I'm like, oh. But
yeah, neither did you during the fight.
Yeah.
So this fight this last weekend was a catch weight, correct?
Yes.
So what weight was this at, and what weight class do you think will be your home moving forward as you go pro?
Moving forward as I go pro, I would like to go 135. I think that is where I really belong. Right now I'm shooting, or my last one was 140, my last fight was 140, and then the one previously was 145. So that's a little bit big for me. I'd like to go lighter, but I got to get my like walking weight down a little bit before then. So.
And obviously there's more opportunity at 135. That's the heaviest weight class in the UFC. Just like, is that the end goal for you? Are you looking at these girls like Kayla Harrison and Miesha Tate, and this 135 has been a pinnacle of women's MMA? Is that where you're looking to head in the UFC?
Absolutely. I would love that. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to be up there in the UFC. That is my dream. And I think that weight class is where I really belong. I think like with my height and like my body type, I think I could really do well in that weight class. So
2-0 from Scorpion Fighting System. I love your gym, Natalie. I love your coach. Can you kind of talk about when you guys came into the arena, which is awesome, Pensacola Bay Center, if people don't know. So like, this is an amateur show that they also put on pro fights as well. So it's funny, like Natalie, your next 8 fights could be all under this banner, and it could be like Island Fights straight to the UFC one day, which is pretty cool. But like they this amateur show, and Elle says this multiple times, this arena is ginormous. This is like a really big arena. You guys come in looking like $1 million. Your coach has a nice suit on. Your boys got Jordans on. You have this beautiful blue dress on. Is it more of a mindset or a statement kind of saying, hey, this is our spot. This when we walk into it, we are professional. We mean business.
Absolutely. Like if that is my dream to be in the UFC, then I should represent myself as that, like wherever I go. So, it's just a great opportunity to be able to, like dress up like that and to get used to what it will be like in the future for me. So definitely a mindset for sure.
And do you agree with what I was saying? Like, and I know you've probably seen other shows and you got a lot of teammates, and I know one of your teammates fight on Island Fights as well. To fight at the Bay Center for an amateur is awesome. Like, it's cool. Like me commentating, I'm like, this is some big stuff. I've commentated for bigger shows, if you want to say, but it's in a smaller venue and not as nice. Like, it's wild that we get to work in that arena, right? Am I wrong on that or right on that?
Oh yeah, it's such a nice facility, and it feels so professional. Like that long walkout, just seeing how big the venue is, it's absolutely beautiful. And I've had a lot of teammates say, like, how amazing it is. Like Spencer Rivas, he fought for Island Fights, and he was talking about, like, when I was getting ready for my debut, he said that venue is one of the coolest venues he's fought at, and he's had many fights and stuff like that. So it's just such an honor to be able to fight there and, you know, represent it. So
I like it.
100% there. I've fought in some really sketchy amateur shows. So the Island Fights is top tier. I definitely want to get your thoughts. I know you've only fought 4 Island Fights, but I know Scorpion has a cage. I've actually been up there before. Training in the cage versus fighting in the MMA ring. Do you like the ring? What are your thoughts?
I really like the ring. I think it's cool. I do get nervous that my opponent will fall out because I've seen a lot of those videos of everyone falling out. Like the last one, he totally got knocked out of the ring.
Yeah.
I think it brings a different element, especially because like when you're in the cage, like all that wall work, the wall work's different because in the ring, like I haven't had the opportunity to like show that I can do wall work and stuff, but like the body locks, those would be a lot easier in the boxing ring than they would be in like a cage, for example.
So it looks like from afar, and like I said, I was commentating. I don't know if you watched back it or listened back to it. Looks like you were setting up these head kicks. Like you threw so many head kicks, Natalie. Like, was that definitely a part of the game plan? Did you foresee you kind of landing one of these head kicks and getting her out of there?
So, I mean, that would be so cool. And I think what happens is like my base is Taekwondo. Like that's what I grew up doing. And I think what happens is like whenever I fight, things move so fast. And in my head, I think I just revert back to Taekwondo. And I'm like, oh, head kick. And I just like try to do it a bunch of times. But it would be really cool to get one of those to land. But yeah, it just happens. I don't mean for it to happen so much, but it does. So
I love it. I heard a story. Tell me if this is true or not. Birdie told me that you tried out for the wrestling team and you weren't a wrestler. You tried out for the wrestling team and of course you made it and you were kind of so good and maybe so liked or beloved. You became the captain of this team. Is this a true story that I've been hearing?
yeah, this is a true story. I started wrestling my second year or going into my third year of college. So I was like a junior in college. I originally signed to do track and field, and I got almost a full ride for that. And then after that, my coach, he wasn't the best, and the wrestling, they were starting a wrestling program, and I was like, you know, this is something I really want to be a part of. These girls, like, I want to be a part of like that movement of women's wrestling just starting out. So I signed up for that. I did private lessons with my coach twice a week on top of practicing with the boys, and then the girls came in the following year. And yeah, just my work ethic got me to be captain, and yeah, so that's how that went.
I might have to change up the nickname. I have to be Captain Natalie. We might have to change this up. Might.
So cool. I have a story I have to ask if this might be true. So I had the pleasure of sitting right ringside while you were fighting last weekend, and Dean Toole was sitting right on my left. And right as you were getting your hand raised, your coach turned around and looked at Dean, and Dean looked at him and went, "November 8th? Could we possibly see you come back that soon to Island Fights on November 8th?"
I'm sorry, it broke up there. I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
We lost you for a second. I said I was sitting next to Dean, and he looked up at your coach and was like, "November 8th. You know, that's the next show that's been announced. Like, could we possibly see you on that event that soon?"
Yeah, that would be amazing. I mean, I didn't really take any real damage, so I'm looking forward to doing that, as well as traveling to Serbia to fight for Team USA October 17th and 19th. So I'm going to do like that tournament as well. So I'm planning on staying active.
Is that Taekwondo or is that the IMMAF?
That's it was United World Wrestling. It was hosted by them, but kind of like a Gamma event. James is in charge of. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. So
that's awesome.
That's awesome. Me and Elle talk about. I at least talk to Elle's era about this all the time. Like I love what mixed martial arts or combat sports can do. Like not even just the fight itself, like what it can do for us to travel and see things and do things. When you say going to Serbia, like how amazing is that? I don't know if you've been a world traveler before or, left America, all that stuff. I just think that's so cool that you can do that. I hate this. How old are you, Natalie?
I'm 24.
24, like still so young, 24 years old, traveling to Serbia like that. That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's really a dream come true. Like being able to do a sport that I love so much and to be able to travel, like that's such a big win. Like what a great experience and different types of like fighters even, It's just so cool.
Sure. For sure. I got one more than Elle. Please take it away if you want to. So I talked to Dean Toole last night kind of about you and about the whole show. And we both kind of had the same thing. We both kind of snickered at each other. One, we loved your face-off. Like your face-off was like so funny and so gangster in the great possible way possible. You make the walk and you do this, like you jump into the ring and you have this intensity. And me and Dean literally said the same name. And I don't know if you ever thought this or heard this, or maybe you're like, yeah, Dave, I know where you're going with this. You reminded us so much of Ronda Rousey. Like your face got so stone cold. You did like this little like bounce thing. And you're like, me and Dean looked at each other like, oh no, like this is something. Like you became a different person. I literally talked to you 2 hours before that fight, 3 hours before the fight. You were so nice and pleasant and just kind of happy. But you were not that person when you walked into that ring. It's pretty cool.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely a switch. It's game time,
Yeah.
Like back in the backstage, I have like my routine of the things I do. I meditate, I visualize, and like when I'm sitting in the bleachers, like before the fight, like I'm chatting, talking to my coaches, my friends, and then when I get in the backstage, I'm like, okay, like this is happening. We got to get mentally right, and then just game time.
I love it, game time.
Yeah.
So I don't know, did you get a chance to watch UFC Noche on Saturday?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so maybe you haven't seen her perform, but I'm definitely curious if you had any thoughts on Alice Pereira. She's in the weight class that you would like to be fighting in and plan to fight in. Have you seen her fight at all? She's very young. I think she got signed at what, 20?
19.
19?
Yeah.
Youngest woman to ever be signed to the UFC. I didn't know if you had any thoughts on her, if you'd seen her fight or anything.
No, but I'll definitely do my research now. I know that's one thing that I need to do more as like a fighter and things like that, is to really start researching more of the people. I've been a huge fan of Dakota from the PFL. She's like a muse of mine too. Yeah. And her style. So I need to like kind of amp up. And I mean, obviously Amanda Nunes, she's amazing. The power behind her punches are unreal. But yeah, so I need to definitely do more research on that. But
I love that. Hey, maybe Elle can link you guys up, dude. She is awesome. We love awesome Dakota Ditcheva here in Fight Bananas. I don't know if Piera would take those inside leg kicks that you're throwing, Natalie. I don't know if she'll take those. I don't care if she's in the UFC or not. Your leg kicks were phenomenal. I thought it was a great performance, and I know you probably would. I think you'll understand this. If you get that first minute head kick knockout, it would have been amazing for sure. But for you to kind of end the first round, go in the second round, it did seem like you did change up a little bit. It did seem in the second round you went more to her legs. Like the more time you get, the more experience I think it will be amplified in your next performance. So we're so excited. We're lucky to have you under the Island Fights banner. So pumped. I heard the same thing. I hear November 8th. That's what we're holding our breath for. So we cannot wait to see that fight poster. Any last words? Anyone you want to thank, push, promote, anything like that? And we'll let you run.
Huge shout out to like my coaches and my teammates. I wouldn't be where I am without them, and also all the people that helped me along the way. I have countless like coaches and mentors and people in my life who got me here, and I definitely wouldn't be who I am without them. So
I love it. All right. Well, this is Captain Natalie Kutzli. That's your new nickname. I hope you sticks. But we appreciate you, and we hope we'll see you November 7th, November 8th at Island Fights.
Sounds good. It was nice talking to you both. Thank you.
Likewise.
Thank you.
Later, Natalie.
Bye-bye.
There we go. Absolute stud. 2-0 as an amateur. Bright future. Like I said, hopefully November 8th. Yeah, this is funny. Hey, chick. What was she doing? Did you see that fight yet, Elle, or not really?